Like I said, make sure you have a big open area. We're going to attempt rolling like a ball today, which is scary for me, the instructor, because I can't see you guys at home. So I'm going to trust that you don't do it unless you're ready. I recommend you watch one before you try it. And if you're not ready and you just want the work of setting up for rolling like a ball, is also an exercise. So just, again, work within the range limits of your own body. So let's start with your feet hip width apart. Feel the bottoms of your feet and rock till your toes clench, and then backwards till you're in your heels. And as you're rocking forward and back, your mind goes to your breath. Inhale. Feel your chest rise on the inhale, and as you exhale, narrow in through the waist and put that corset of muscle on where you're tightening in, like a tube of toothpaste squeezing in the center. It helps your spine elongate. Hold it right in the center of your arch, halfway between the two extremes of rocking forward and back. Lift your toes and set them down, making sure your feet are parallel. Inhale, lift your chest, your shoulders roll back into place. Exhale, draw the navel in. On the next inhale, you're going to reach forward as your hips go back, sink into your heels. Exhale, pull those imaginary ropes behind you and squeeze your glutes, pushing your hips forward. Inhale, your belly is drawn in. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach those hips back. Exhale, squeeze it forward. As you're going down into the squat, play with your range of motion. It doesn't have to be super deep. If your knees and hips are feeling great today, take it down to your comfort level with your chest lifted. It's your hips reach back, but your chest is like you're in front of a wall, and you don't want your face to hit the wall. You go down and back. Down and back. Let's lift the right heel, just the left leg. For 8. Right heel is up, isolating on the left thigh. Watch that knee tracks right over the toe of your foot, your second toe of your left foot. 3. Keep the hip rolling forward at the top. 2 more. And 1. Drop the right heel, lift your left, and single leg on the right. Hip goes back and forward. Chest stays lifted. And 5 more. Draw that belly in. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Both heels come down. Bring your heels together. Your feet are in a Pilates V with one fist width in between. Let's bring those arms up. Cross the right over the left for your I Dream of Jeannie arms. Pull the shoulders back. Lift your chest and draw your navel in. Tuck your tail behind underneath you a little bit. Like you're behind a wall, you're going to plie, or up against a wall, plie down. Squeeze the thighs together at the top. Inhale takes you down. Exhale brings you up. Press your arms together for opposition. Inhale to down. Exhale up, pause, switch your arms. Again, create some opposition. 5 more. 4. 2 more. And last one. Release those arms. Bring them out to the side and press the wall away. Pull the shoulders down, draw your belly in, tuck your tail slightly. The inhale takes you down into your plie. Stay here, draw your navel in, lift your heels, stay balanced with your heels lifted, straighten your legs, slowly lower down with control. Plie, heels touch as you lift, straighten and lower. Down, lift, straighten and lower. Down, lift. Great job, studio people, you're looking great. Last one. And reverse that direction. Now we're going to add your arms. As you go up, lift your arms up and come into your releve. Open the arms as you bend your knees. Lower your heels, your arms lower down. Inhale to a straight leg and take it back up. Inhale. And exhale, take it down. And heels up. Keep them together as you bend your knees. Straighten your legs as the heels come down. 3 more. Lower and straighten. Lift, bend, lower, straighten, lift, bend, lower, straighten, lift, bend, lower, and straighten. Good job, everybody. Let's take our feet open to second position, wider than your yoga mat, or up to you, like with your hip situation. Everybody's different. 1 leg's length. You choose the width. Pick up your right toe, pivot on the heel, and turn out so the whole thigh turns out, right? Not just your ankle. Pivot and feel it in that glute. Set the foot down. Pick up your left foot. Pivot. Oh, that one's tight. Over to the side. And with your feet in this wide position, arms go out, plie down. And again, no sticking the butt out. Tuck your tail. And as you go down, push those knees back. You'll get a stretch in the inner thigh and in the glute. Bring it up. Inhale takes you down. Exhale takes you up. Bend the knees, press them back. Push into your heels to come up. Lower and lift and lower and lift. 4 more. Tuck that tail. Push those knees behind you. 3, 2. We're going to stay low. Hold it here. Bend the right arm. Lift the left arm, bicep by your ear, and side bend to the right. Breathe in. Open those ribs. Exhale. Reach a little more. Inhale takes you up and over. Windmill the arms. Left arm on left thigh. And reach. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take it up and over, arms come down, stay here. Push the left shoulder through, look up to the ceiling over the shoulder. Pull your navel to your spine as you twist the other way and look. Push that opposite knee away. Getting lots of fascial lines to stretch. Exhale. Inhale takes you through the center. Exhale, look over the left. Inhale. And exhale. I feel like Darth Vader today. I'm very breathy. Sorry, everybody. And twist. And back to the center. Hands come down. Feet turn to parallel. And just let your body fold forward. Head hangs down. You can have soft knees here. You choose. Circle your head like you've got a pencil out the top of your head and you're drawing circles on the ground. And then reverse. Go the other way. Letting your neck, jaw, face relax. Hold it here and bring your chin up and down like you're saying yes. And then shake your head no. Bend the knees. Soften your knees. Tuck your tail and roll up. Inhale, reach up overhead. Grab that left wrist, pull it to the right, push into your left foot. Inhale takes you center, grab your right wrist, push into your right foot as you stretch. 1 more, that to the right. Inhale, and exhale to the left. Bring your hands down, feet come together, hip width apart again. We're going to do 1 more twist. Inhale, arms up, shoulders stay down. Turn left. Try to keep your hips pointing forward as your arms come down and you look left. Inhale, the arms come up. Draw your belly in as you twist to the right. Hands come all the way down to your legs. Then your inhale takes your hands back up. Twisting left, last time on this side. Arms come down to your side. Inhale takes you up and twist last time to the right. Inhale takes your arms up. Hands overhead. Press them together, resting them at your heart center. All right, here we go for our roll downs gradually into plank. Remembering that your plank is your plank, so don't do somebody else's plank. Do the plank that's right for your body. It might be hands and knees or elbows and knees. Inhale, bring the arms down. And exhale, rolling down. You nod your head, soften your sternum. The first one, we're just going to hang, bend your left knee, bring your hands to your left ankle, and pull your face towards that left knee. Inhale, let your body float up just a little. Stay there, and exhale, pull it in. Inhale, takes your hands to the right ankle or leg, wherever you can grab. Bend that right knee, and exhale, you fold over the right knee, letting your face get closer to that leg. Inhale, float it up a little, and then exhale, take it in for a bigger stretch. Hands come to the center, bend your knees softly. Tuck your tail, inhale, rolling it up, one vertebrae at a time. Your arms come overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Hopefully you're ready for the roll down to plank. Inhale, bringing it up. As you exhale, nod your head, soften your sternum. Feel your back ribs go up to the ceiling as your front ribs come underneath you. Your hands touch the ground. Walk it out with soft knees. 1, 2, 3. Find your plank. If you're up on hands and knees or toes like me, thumbs are right under your chest. You're going to start spiraling the hands away from each other, so you screw those arms into the shoulder joint. Start reaching through your heels, tucking your tail, drawing your navel up, and you're just going to hold it. Now, quick demonstrate other versions of plank. Could be here with elbows pulling towards your knees, or it could be hands and knees. I'm going to get back up on toes and knees. One more check-in. Hands down to toes, toes to hands. Tuck that tail. Breathe in as you exhale. Hips go high. Sink it down to a downward dog and lift the left heel. Lift the right and pedal your feet, alternating left and right, releasing those calves. And exhale. Take pressure off your wrists. Push into the outer edge of your hands. Your ears are between your biceps. Both heels are going to come down. Hold that big stretch. Soften your knees. Lift your tail to the ceiling. And let your chest drop down in the direction of your knees, but keeping that back long. Pull your belly in. Take one breath in. As you exhale, draw your navel in and walk your hands back. 1, 2, 3. Forward fold. And then the inhale takes you up. Inhale, reaching overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, rolling it down. Nod your head, soften your sternum, waterfall your spine down. Walk your hands out with soft knees. 2, 3. Find your plank. So I'm going to go, if you're up on hands and toes, stay there. For everybody that might be down on tabletop, to transition to side plank, your right hand, make sure it's right under the shoulder. You're going to shift that bottom knee stays bent. The outside foot lines up with that leg. Or if your balance is off, you can bring the foot forward. What I want you to do if you're kneeling is squeeze that bottom glute. And for everybody else who's up on toes, you'll drop your heels to the side. Hand is right under the shoulders. Top arm is above the bottom arm, and head isn't hanging. Everybody make sure your head is lined up on top of your spine. Inhale, squeeze that bottom glute. Exhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lift. Last one. Stay here for just a second. Bring the top arm over till it's reaching bicep by the ear. Then the hand comes back up. Look at your bottom hand. Bring that bottom hand or left hand to the ground and shift. Hand is right under that shoulder. Reach the top arm up to your T. Squeeze that bottom glute. Breathe in, squeeze, and lift. Exhale to lift. Hips go high and lift. Hold it up. Top arm's going to reach, bicep by the ear, get nice and long. Lift it back up. Drop your eyes to your left hand. Pivot over back into your plank. Bend your knees, walk your hands back. 1, 2, 3, forward fold. Tuck your heel and inhale, bringing it up. I love that side plank, it's hard. And exhale to your hands to your heart. But it wakes up my shoulders, and I feel like I do better keeping my shoulders out of my ears when we do the side plank. So hopefully you're getting some benefit too. Come to seated. at the top of your mat. Feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. And just breathe. Grab hold of those thighs for support. Pull your elbows apart. As your elbows come apart, lift your chest. Draw your navel in, and you're sitting right up on the tip top of those sit bones. Toes are down, kind of gripping the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, draw those elbows apart, your legs are resisting. Exhale, just tuck your tail and start rolling behind your sit bones. Eventually your spine goes into this beautiful curve. Take a breath in. And then exhale, the head goes in forward over the knees. You're still in a curve-shaped spine. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, tuck your tail, roll back. Don't get shorter. Nice and long spine. Let it just roll back. Somebody's pulling you up over towards the ceiling over your feet. Breathe in. Exhale, scoop that abdomen a little more and take it over, head over knees. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, tuck your tail and roll back. So this is a good way to warm up the abs and stretch that low back before we get busy challenging the body. Breathe in, exhale, last one coming forward. Inhale takes it up, reaching forward. Grab that imaginary basketball and kind of give it a little squeeze. Pull the shoulders down. Inhale with a flat back. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your tail. Feel your body roll behind the sit bones. Your pelvis curls, your spine follows into that C. Lift your left arm up, bicep by the ear, twist to the left. Inhale, center, switching arms, right arm by the ear, and twist. This is waking up our body, and switch for what is to come. Inhale, center, switching those arms. Scoop that abdomen. Don't lose your curl. If you start to lose it, come up a little higher. And left last time. And switch last time to the right. Both arms reach and bring it forward. Let's straighten the legs. I like that reach. Breathe in, sit tall. Tuck your tail, roll back. Inhale, exhale. Same thing that we did before. You're going to come forward, but don't drop your hands. Pretend they're on a coffee table, and you're going to reach. Feel your hamstring stretch. If you need to, bend your knees. And then scoop your head up, your chin up, come into a flat back, and come back up, sitting tall. Tuck your tail and roll back. Inhale. Keep your feet on the floor. Keep pulling the toes back. Exhale takes you forward. Reach. Scoop your chin, scoop your chest, and come up. You get a hamstring stretch at the last part of that motion. Tuck your tail, scoop and drop back. Keep reaching your heels away. Breathe in. Exhale, scoop and come forward. Lift your chin, lift your chest, and flat back takes you up. And now we're going to reverse that. So we're going to keep a flat back as we go back. Then tuck your tail, go into your C curve. With that C curve, dive forward. Come up into a flat back, hinge back. Tuck your tail, roll into a C. Curl forward, hands stay high. Reach till your hands go past your feet. Then inhale, sit tall. Last one. Flat back, hinges back. Tuck your tail, curl. The curl takes you forward. And then sitting up nice and tall. Let's bend your knees again. Or if you're super experienced and strong, you can just roll down with your legs straight. I like to bend my knees because my back is ornery and likes to be tight till the very end. It puts up a good battle. Roll back. Take a breath in. Hands drop a little lower. Elbows pull wide. We're going to try to get that real stiff spot of the low back to slowly open. So keep your feet down. Chin is not pushing down into your chest. It's staying away from your chest. Long neck. Every exhale, take it down a little lower and a little lower. And we're trying to get that low back to open one vertebra at a time into the floor. Eventually, our head comes down. Reach those arms up overhead. Big breath in. As you exhale, curl your body up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Hands come down beside you. Reach those hands for your feet. And now I want you to imprint that low back. So really pull the tissue between your hip bones as you reach. Bring your left leg up, then your right leg. You can squeeze them together. Guess what's coming next? You float the hands up, get them on those imaginary balloons. Stay curled up. Low back is in contact with the floor. Starting the 100, you're going to press down with the palms as you inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale. I'm going to hyperventilate in this mask. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Curl up a little more. Make sure that low back stays flat. You can add your straight legs with the Pilates V. Lower them to make it harder. Keep that curl up. Keep scooping the abdomen. 3 more. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Last set. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Their head comes down, knees come in. Hug them in. Sigh of relief. Arms go wide to a T. Drop your knees to the right as your head looks left. A well-earned stretch. Let your neck stretch as you look left. Breathe in, exhale. Squeeze the legs together as they come up and over on the inhale. Dropping them over to the left. Looking to the right. Inhale. And exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale, pull the navel in. Bring your knees back up to the top. Bring your hands to your knees. Open the knees up and just pull the knees into your shoulders for a second, outside of the body. Hang on to that right leg. Put your left leg down. Slide it away. And as you slide it away, start firming that leg up, pushing it down into the floor. Pull the right knee in for a big stretch. Let's circle that ankle. And reverse. Hold it in. Switch your grip to under your thigh. Flex the foot as you straighten that leg. Point the toe, bend the knee, and bring it back down. Flex, extend, feeling that hamstring starting to loosen up. Flex, extend, point and bend. Last one. Hold it up there, little pulses. Toe pulls down towards the knee. You're pushing your heel to the ceiling. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point that toe. Walk your hands up a little higher if you want. And pull it in for the biggest stretch yet. As much as you pull on that leg with your hands, I want you to actually pull more with the thigh muscle up towards your face. So your hands don't have to be there. You're pulling it up. And with that same amount of effort, put it into the bottom leg, tightening that quad, pushing the foot down. So your opposition stretch between those legs. The hands are just there for decoration and moral support.
Funny little.
Yeah. Breathe in. As you exhale, drop the hands to your side. Keep that leg pointed. Today, let's externally rotate it just for fun. With that external rotation, shoulders connect down. Check in with the low back. Make sure it's imprinted. Your pelvis is neutral. You're going to circle that leg. Make tiny circles on the ceiling. And pause, reverse. Inhale. And exhale. Shoulders stay down out of your ears. Pause. Now pull that leg into your face. Cross the midline of your body. Circle it down. Turn it over to the outside of the body. Back up to your face. Cross the midline. Circle down and up. I'm keeping my leg externally rotated the whole time. So play with that. If that's not working for you, let it go. Put your leg into neutral. Pause, reverse, cross the midline, that would be outside of the body. Then cross the midline, pulling it up to your face, to the side, down around the bottom, and up. 2 more. And exhale. Hold that leg up. Walk your hands up for one more big stretch. Pull it in. I like to bring my head up and then hang my body from the leg to get a little bit deeper stretch. Bend that knee, pull it across the body for a pigeon version of a stretch, reclining pigeon. Exhale, feel that stretching in that medial glute, external rotator muscles. Keep the knee bent, hand under the knee, and open it up to the side. Counterbalance with the left arm reaching to the opposite side of your body. If you want, you can straighten that leg. Just open the leg like a book. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Inhale. Exhale, bring the leg back in. Hold on to it. Drag the left leg in. Grab that left knee, pull it into the shoulder. Straighten your right leg away. Firmly press it down into the ground. You're already feeling that opposition of the legs stretching. Circle the left ankle. And reverse. Point and flex. And then grab your hands under the thigh, flex the foot as you straighten the leg away, point the toe, bend your knee, it comes back down. Keep that bottom leg rooted and pressing into the ground. Exhale as you stretch it up. Inhale to bend the knee and point to bring down. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale, point and bend. One more, flex and hold. Point that toe, walk your hands up a little higher. Again, use the thigh muscles to pull that leg towards your face as you press down. My hands are just there for fun, and you're making the leg do most of the work. Breathe in, and exhale, pull it in a little closer. Release that leg, keep it pointed to the ceiling, your arms come down. Bolt your shoulders in as your hands slide down towards your feet. Keep your ribs engaged. Externally rotate that leg. Tiny circles on the ceiling. Remember, it's Pilates, so our hips don't move. It's all core work with added leg and arm choreography. Pause, reverse. Tiny circles. Can you keep your pelvis, like pretend you had a hot cup of coffee on your navel and you're moving your leg without spilling the coffee. Hold it right there. Pull it towards your face, cross the midline, slow-mo, take it down, out, and up. Pull it in, cross the midline, circle down, and up. And again, you can try the whole external rotation the whole time, or if that is not your gig, then don't do it. Pause, pull it towards your face, circle to the outside of your body, cross the midline at the bottom, and up. Circle out, down, up, out, down, up, and around. And hold it here. Walk those hands up. Feel that big stretch. It's the last kind of glory stretch for that hamstring. Let your head come down. Bend the knee. Reclining pigeon takes the ankle across to the opposite shoulder. Stretching that knee, hands to the knee to pull the stretch across. You'll feel it in your external rotators of your left glute, left hip. One more big breath. And then bring the leg to the left side of your body, hand under that left knee. Open like a book, the right hip stays down. Slowly ease into it. Find the edge of your stretch and stay there as you inhale and exhale. Push that right leg down. Don't lose its connection to the ground. Shoulders are still connected. And then exhale takes it up. Bring the knees in. Let's do a glute bridge before we start the rolling like a ball. Bring your heels just outside of the reach of your hands, hip width apart. Breathe in as you exhale. Press your shoulders down into the floor and then slide them down towards your heels. Keep them firmly pressing down. Start shifting your weight into your heels, keeping your pelvis neutral. Push up into your bridge. Get your hips up higher than your ribs. Once you get into that bridge, take a deep breath in. Bring your arms overhead until they're lying on the ground above you. Then exhale, soften your sternum. Keep your tailbone reaching to the ceiling, and roll down one vertebra at a time. When your pelvis hits the floor, your inhale takes your arms back down by your side next to your hips. Exhale, push into the ground with your heels, your glutes squeeze to push your hips up high. Inhale takes your arms overhead. Soften your sternum and roll down. Inhale takes your hands by your hips. Exhale, hips come up into your glute bridge. Hold it here. Bring your hands together under your back. Clasp your hands and push those hands down. It will take you up a little higher, stretching through the shoulders. And then release your hands and roll down. All right, so let's go ahead and bring the knees in. Cross the ankles, grab behind the legs. Bring your head up and start slowly rocking yourself until you're going to come up to seated. Here's our setup for rolling like a ball. Sitting up nice and tall, bring your right leg up and grab outside of that ankle, and then your left leg. So in this position, you want to be perched up on your sit bones, and this might be it for everybody who has never done it before, or who maybe just hasn't done it in a while and wants to just sit this one out. That's totally fine. Bring your toes together and keep them touching. Here's the key part. You're going to drop your navel and get into that C curve, looking down at it without pulling your chin too close to your chest. You keep that long, elongated neck. So your sit bones kind of roll up to the ceiling and you're perched in this delicate balance. You're going to inhale. The exhale takes you back to the tips of your shoulder blades, and then you come up again. So some pointers, the more you squeeze your big toes together, your arms kind of pull down, round that low back, and just roll to your shoulder blades, not your neck. Come up. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it back. Inhale up. Tuck your tail and roll back. You should feel it rolling in the roll back smoothly over your low back, not like a flat tire. And hold it here. Okay. Yay. Everybody survived. Bring your feet apart. We're going to go into saw. Arms go wide. Right hand comes down. Press down as you reach up and over for a side bend, like you're stuck between two planes of glass, and then up and over. Left hand goes down. Reach the right arm up. Feel that nice side bend. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes up. Exhale, reach. Inhale. And exhale the other way. Inhale, arms go to a T. Now sit up nice and tall like there's a pull through your spine. Twist to the right and pulse. 2, 3. Inhale, keep the shoulders pulled down, chest is lifted. Twist. 2, 3. Inhale through the center. Exhale, twist. 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale, twist. 2, 3. If that feels like that was a huge challenge, keep doing that. And don't move on to saw, but if you're ready for saw, your backhand flips up. Your left pinky reaches past the left toe, but first you curl your spine. Reach, feel that stretch. Look at your backhand. Stack your spine, twist to the left. Look at your back palm as it flips. Curl your spine, reach the right pinky past the left pinky toe. Stack your spine and rotate to the right. Tuck your tail as you curl and reach. Inhale, stack. Twist to the left. Flip that back palm. Exhale, reach. Inhale, twist, and exhale, reach. Inhale, stack. Last one to the left. And reach. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do one more called corkscrew. So you get to just roll back onto your back. So I'm going to demonstrate some versions of corkscrew. So the first one is, everybody try this. It's the low risk version where you're going to have your knees bent. Bring your knees up to your shoulder. You're going to feel that edge of muscle along the right edge of your spine. Then drop it down, circle around the bottom, and roll up on the left side of your spine. So this should feel good. You'll start feeling your back stretch as your core muscles are activated in the abdomen, and left knees or knees to the left shoulder. So stay here if this is plenty for you. Everybody that wants to move on to the next version, you're going to straighten those legs. And then I want you to just drop over to the right side. Bring those feet up to the right shoulder. And you're going to be thinking like hamstrings to the ceiling. And your feet aren't pulling down to the floor. They're kind of reaching overhead. Then with control, come down the right side of the spine. Drop it down. Feel your pelvis land flat. And then come up on the left edge, reaching feet towards that left shoulder. Roll it down, circle down and around. Okay, so stay here if this is your friend and you want to be buddies with this one today and get enough of a workout. To add to the challenge, if you're ready, you roll up onto your shoulders, flex your feet. Hamstrings are going to be parallel to the ceiling. And again, you're not dropping down into the floor. You're staying lifted and reaching. Take your time on this. Bring your feet to the right shoulder. Roll down on the right side of your spine. Your feet cross the midline. Pelvis is flat. And then bring it up to the left shoulder. Roll down on the left side. With control, circle down, around, and up on the right. And down on the right side, circle down and around, and up on the left. So you're kind of getting a spine massage and feeling your abs work. Try not to let your hip shift at the top. One more each way. Circle down, around, up over to the right shoulder. Down on the right side, circle down and around, up on the left shoulder. And it comes down. Good. Let's do your figure four stretch. Cross the right ankle over the left knee, flex both feet, arms go wide to a T, and stretch. Looking to the right. Press those legs together to add to the stretch. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, roll the ribs down, keeping your shoulder anchored, your hips come level, and then you switch your feet. Squeeze the legs together, flex both feet. Keep the left shoulder down as you teapot tips over to the right. Keep pushing into the legs. Take a deep breath in. Shoulder stayed anchor as you roll it back. Bring both knees in. Grab hold of the right knee, extend the left. You're going to curl up to the tips of your shoulder blades for single leg stretch. Right arm reaches past the right ankle. Left hand is right inside of the knee. Float the bottom leg. Make sure that you're imprinted in the low back. And exhale, press. And again, it's like you're pulling taffy with your legs. They don't really stop moving. It's a stretchy reach. Pull that knee in. Push that leg away at the same time. 4 and 3. Curl up. Get to the tips of those shoulder blades. Don't pull your chin down into your neck. And 1. Both knees pull in. Curl up a little more. Let's do the first one with arms by the ears and feet straight up to the ceiling. Then circle the arms around and pull it in. To make it more difficult, you're going to let your knees, as they extend, go lower, legs lower down to make it harder. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. And exhale. Head comes down. Feet come down. Taking our glute bridge to the next level. Tuck your tail between your legs and roll up into your glute bridge once again. We're going to stay here. Shift all your weight into your left foot. Pull the right knee into your chest. Extend that leg. Keep your hips high and keep them level. Slowly lower the right leg down until it's lined up with that bottom knee, and then pull it back up. Bring it down in line with the shin and up ankle, and up. Bend the knee, pull it in, switch legs, shift your weight into your right foot. Pull the left knee into your chest, extend it to the ceiling, keep your hips level and high. Lower it down to knee. Inhale, exhale, shin. Inhale, exhale, ankle. Inhale, pull the knee in, setting it down. Let's do one more set. Knee comes in, extend. Lower, lift, shin, lift, ankle, lift, bend the knee, setting it down. Left knee comes in. Extend, last time, keep it high, level. Lift, down, up, down, and up. Pull that knee in, push both hips up, and then exhale, soften your sternum. Good work, everybody. Grab those thighs, ankles cross, rolling it up. Hands come to the side of your mat. Kick your feet back to the bottom of the mat and come to your abdomen. And from here, your head comes down, elbows are wide and feet are open. Your head is just resting on the backs of your hands. Point your toes and let the top of your ankles sink into the floor. Take a breath in. Exhale, just turn your head to the left and feel that stretch to the right side of your neck. Exhale. Inhale, turn your head the other way. Gently stretch the left side of your neck. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your feet together. Squeeze them together. There's no gap in between. Exhale, lift your abdomen up. Bring your right hand back and grab that ankle, or if you need a towel or a strap, now would be the time to get it. Squeeze your legs together. Pull that ankle or heel into your glute. To add to the stretch, you're going to squeeze that glute and pull in, pushing the right hip down into the floor. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Let that shoulder roll back as you push the foot into the hand. So we're kind of changing the stretch a little, letting that chest stretch out. The hand is being pulled by the foot to stretch that chest. And then release, switching sides. Left ankle comes in, grab the ankle with your hand. Gently pull that heel towards that glute. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze the glute. Push that left hip into the ground and pull the heel into the glute at the same time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Let it float away from the glute. Heel floats away from the glute. Push the ankle into the hand. Let that shoulder roll back. And let your ankle pushing into the hand stretch that left shoulder, arm, and chest. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let the feet come back down. You can bring your forehead down on the backs of your hands, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, bring your elbows in. Just make sure when you're here, you're not in a hammock position with your abdomen. If you guys look at the TV for a second, you're going to lift your abdomen away, right? So no sloppy wet noodle. You want to be more rigid, drawing the abdomen in, squeeze the legs together, and kick that right heel in twice, and then extend it. Left, extend. It's point, flex, extend, point, flex, extend. Keep that abdomen scooped. And last one. Bring your head down to the mat on the left ear. Grab between your forefinger and hand. Place it on the small of your back. Feet stay together. Kick your heels in. 1, 2, 3. Extend the legs. Roll your shoulders back. Look to the top of your mat. And push your chest forward. Turn your head to the left. Right ear goes down into the mat. And kick. 2, 3. Extend. Push your chest forward. Turn your head. And kick. 2, 3. Extend. Reach. Turn your head. And kick. 2, 3. Extend. Hold it here. Head comes down. Arms come up above into a V shape. feet open to a V, forehead is down. Scoop your abdomen, tuck your tail slightly, get your belly away from the floor. Lift your right arm, left leg, and reach, hold. With control, switch. Left arm, right foot, come up. And switch, right arm, left leg. And then make it a little quicker. Keep it slow if that's what you want, but if you make it quicker, make sure you're controlling it. Eventually, you can move it a little quicker into your swimming. Kick, 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 kick. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it going. Belly is scooped. And then bring it all down. Push it back into your child's pose just for a quick reprieve. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come forward onto your side for clamshell. Head is supported in line with your spine. Your heels are in line with your sit bones. First thing you have to do, lift those bottom ribs and make a space that you could slide your hand underneath. Keeping your heels together and your hips and shoulders stacked. Top hand is in front of the ribs. Bottom hand is supporting the neck. Lift that top knee, point it to the ceiling, and bring it back down. Making sure that as you lift that knee, that hip doesn't roll back. Again, only the leg is moving. Your pelvis is staying neutral. And 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Let's just float that leg up because we're running out of time, and we're going to come forward with a bent knee. Keep the leg bent as it swings behind you until your hip is extended but it's not moving, and then swing it forward. Keep it at hip height so your altitude is as high as your hip. Keep that mouse house under the bottom rib. And last one. Stack those legs. Pull them in line with your sit bones. Keep that mouse house under the ribs. Lift the top leg. Bottom leg comes up. Both come down. Lift, lift, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. 2 more. Last one. Go ahead and switch sides. Clamshell first. Heels in line with the sit bone. Lift that bottom rib. Open the knee to the ceiling without that top hip moving. Pivoting in the hip socket. Exhale and inhale. And exhale and inhale. Keep lifting those bottom ribs. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Keep the knee bent. Hover it up as high as the hip. It swings forward. And then swing it back, keeping the knee bent. Swinging it forward. And back. And forward. Really monitor that position of your pelvis. Don't tuck it when it comes forward, and don't let it arch as you go back. 1 more. And then both legs straighten, all in one line with your spine. Lift that top leg, bottom leg joins it, lowering it down. And lift, lift, and lower. As you lift, don't let that hip come into your ribs. Reach it away and lift with that. If you think length, it helps. Like you're trying to make your leg longer each time. 2 more. Last one. Good. Let's roll onto our backs. Bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Let that low back stretch. And then rock yourself up to sitting one more time. Our final exercise is going to be for our shoulders. So bring your feet in. Your hands are pointing, fingers pointing towards your sacrum, and you're sitting up nice and tall, pushing your hands down, lifting your chest. If this is a lot of stretch in your wrist and chest, then this is your big stretch for the end. If you've done a reverse plank before, you know what's coming. Keep pushing those hands down, As long as there's no pain, just start floating the pelvis up. Don't drop your head behind you. Look down the top of your body and try to get those hips up as high as your knees. Don't let your head drop back. If you need to, look down at your knees or bring your gaze to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, tap it down and bring it back up. Push those hips high and exhale. If this is familiar to you and you're feeling strong, the next advancement would be to have your legs straight, squeezing together. Keep going with the bent knee, or you can push up and hold your reverse plank. Chest, open your heart to the ceiling. Don't let your head hang back. Try to push your big toes down into the mat. Take a breath in, and then exhale, set it down. Fold over those legs and let your head hang for a big stretch. Take a breath in and exhale. Bend your knees and feel more of the stretch in your back as you bring your head down towards your knees. Take a deep breath in. Straighten the legs on your exhale. Let your chest come up a little more, and with a flat back, go forward and get into the hamstrings a little more. Exhale. One more big breath. Bend those knees. Come into a diamond shape. Grab your feet and lift your chest, pushing your elbows into your thighs, and just let your knees drop to the floor. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath. And exhale, folding in. Bring your hands to the side of the mat and push yourself up onto your hands and toes. You're going to roll through the feet and ankles with your feet together, stretching your feet, stretching your tendon of your Achilles. One more. Bring your hands to the mat, straighten your legs, fold over those legs. Let your head come in. Pull your belly up to the ceiling. When you pull your belly up to the ceiling, your chest will naturally come closer to your knees. One more breath in. Exhale, soften your knees, tuck your tail, and slowly roll up. Push your heels down as you come up. Chest is lifted on the inhale. Your shoulders will just naturally drop into place. So here's our before and after photo. Let's see how we do on our heel raises now that we've connected our body. So let's just bring your feet back into that Pilates V. Here's our balance test. Inhale, the arms take you up. Float up onto your toes. Squeeze those legs together and stay there. I don't know about you, but I just feel a lot more solid. Inhale, exhale, the hands come down. All right, thank you, everybody.